to Mazopust. Schnellinger once again. Strange to hear some of the calling from the rest of the world players. They're just shouting, hi. This is Di Stefano. Gento. Di Stefano, Mazopust moving up, but it's Gento with it, number 11. Mazopust. Back to Law. Law, the sort of footballer, likes to be in the game all the time. A through one, and Di Stefano is yards offside. Free kick to England. The ball has to be pushed out of the penalty area before it's in play. Djalma Santos. Superb bit of quick thinking. Law to Mazopust. Norman keeping a very close watch on Di Stefano. Law covering every inch of the ground. Really wanting to put on a superb exhibition as the Scotsman is meant to come right across to Gento. About 10 minutes gone and no score yet. Here come England again. Reeves and Smith, the tandem in, and once again it's Law. He's recognized Law, that fair hair of his, and the fair-haired man Schnellinger. He now plays in Italy. He's been transferred from his German club Cologne. Gento to Mazopust, leaving it now for number 10, Eusebio. Lord Copa. As Di Stefano, a man who is the general of the attack rather than goal scorer, although he still finds time to score many a goal. Law to Eusebio, that found the gap. And hands by Norman. That again was the wall pass, a quick, short pass, and then move forward for an equally quick return. Now I wonder who's going to take this. If Puskas was on the field now, no doubt he'd take it because he's got a dynamic shot. But it looks as if it's going to be Eusebio. Shot for goal, maybe. Ooh, well, that was moving out. Gento and Law given offside anyway. Here at Wembley this afternoon, 100,000 people. They paid £90,000 for the privilege of being here. No doubt nobody's regretting paying so much money because the standard of football so far has been so high. Obviously, no bite in the game. This isn't a competitive match at all in the real sense of the word, but just a festival game. Payne to Greaves. Greaves moving to try and get a position to take the pass, and Charlton had moved inside, so that centre was wasted. This is Djalma Santos. There's that chip, almost like a golf shot. To Law now, Di Stefano and Eusebio. Di Stefano again. England falling back with 2, 4, 6, 7 men covering the goalkeeper. Mazopust, and that was a push in the back by Payne, straight into Mazopust's back. Gento, free kick, cross to Law. Now up comes Djalma Santos. He loves to move up into the attack. Always plays with a broad grin on his face. And Armfield taking no chances. Didn't want to move the ball out in case there was the rest of the world forward there. So once again, Copa takes the corner for the rest of the world. Law to Eusebio. Can he turn and shoot? No, but it's a corner. It came off Norman. Eastham thoughtfully replacing a divot. So Copa with yet another corner for the rest of the world. Norman out to Mazopust. And it's Payne tackling just at the right moment. To Moore, to Charlton, and it's England coming away onto the attack. the speed of Bobby Charlton, and a bad centre. It should have been pulled back for Smith or Payne. Lev Yashin, the Russian goalkeeper, 37 years of age and played for his country 54 times. Koper to Law, he'll never reach that. Throw to England. It's a bar. More behind Norman and then to Armfield. Eastham. That's a lovely pass. Milne to Smith. Maybe a shot or civic to Greaves, but it's no use trying to dribble against these packed defences. Koper to Eusebio and Wilson coming across quickly, but now on the scene comes Gento. Oh, he's being fouled. Charge must be shoulder to shoulder. Armfield was pushing him right in the chest. As always, the short free kick. This is Koper. And Moore getting it clear. Eastham Milne was rather slow off the mark, but still getting it. Eastham. And Greaves running into position. Now, Greaves in a dangerous spot if he could shoot. A wonderful save by Yashin. Brilliant save. Because when Greaves hits a football, it really moves. Now, up come the rest of the world. It's Schnellinger. To Koper. Now Eusebio. Di Stefano. That's a... Oh, if that would have got through, Law would have been clean through for goal. Now it's Charlton. Back to Eastham. Charlton was meant to move forward to that, but notice the number 5, Pluskal, was covering the right back, Djalma Santos. This is Djalma Santos to Law. Here's Mazepust to Di Stefano. Both Mazepust and Di Stefano are not, if present intentions are carried out, going to play in the second half. Now Law through to Eusebio. It's a lovely one, and a fine save by Banks, coming 5 yards out of his goal to narrow the angle, give Eusebio so little of the goal to shoot at. This is Charlton to Eastham. Now cross to Payne. Very clever dribbler of the ball, Payne. That's a lovely centre, and Smith was pushing Djalma Santos, so it's a free kick to the rest of the world. It's out with Koper. Down at ground level, there's no wind to trouble the players. This is Di Stefano, back to Djalma Santos. Koper, back to Law. That is the object of this game, is when you've parted with the ball, you must move into what's called clear space so that you're in a position to receive a pass. Quite often, the English style, we pass a ball in front of the man we intend to get it, whereas the Continentals always pass it straight to his feet, thereby giving less risk of any of the opposition moving in and beating your man in a race for the ball. That's Law. To Djalma Santos, the only man who wasn't covered. Milne to Armfield. And Norman moving up. Rarely do we see centre-halves moving up in this modern game of football. Armfield to Smith. Now Greaves, he's got room in which to work. Smith now waiting for a cross, but there are a lot of blue-shirted defenders back there now, so Greaves can just win a corner off Mazepust. Though he's not quite conversant with soccer, if the ball goes over the dead ball line, having been played by a defender, then it's a corner kick. Payne with the corner to England. Now Law. Oh, losing out to... still getting it back from Charlton. Strangely enough, Law and Charlton play for the same English team, Manchester United. Charlton to Greaves. And that was Poplar just sticking out his foot, otherwise it would have been 1 to England. The irrepressible Gento. Goes to Law. Nobody wanting to play this game very quickly. Here's Eusebio. And off goes Copa, but Wilson with him. Wilson, very strong fullback. Oh, Eastham losing out in a bad position to Eusebio. Eusebio to Mazapus, now to Stefano. Mazapus coming through again. Gento, back now to Schnellinger. The rest of the world trying to draw the England defense out so that a gap will be created. Now it's Law, Eusebio and more. England left half getting it clear. On the scene comes Denis Law again, really playing his heart out. To Copa. And Stefano going over to get close to Copa and help him in any difficulty. Now Mazapust. To Djalma Santos. Oh, quick one to Mazapust and he'll be through. But more covering the rest of the world left half. Eastham forward to Charlton. England, unfortunately, trying to do a little too much dribbling. That's Di Stefano. 20 minutes gone and no score. Copa, now Eusebio. Well, quite a lot of players found it strange to get used to the Wembley turf. As you can see, the twin centre halves of the rest of the world team. The man who played the ball, Poplar, being covered by Pluskal. That's up with Mazapust. Oh, Gento will get that. He's so quick off the mark. Now to Di Stefano. And certainly England not drawing back in the tackle. It's going very, very hard indeed. That's more. Eastham. No one challenging him midfield. You just cover the men who haven't got the ball. And Milne hadn't moved up. He should have done. It was Milne's fault. So now it's Di Stefano to Eusebio. This is Copa. Eusebio again, that wall pass, and it wins a corner for the rest of the world. Copa with the corner. That'll be Norman's ball, I should think. Ooh, not very safely. That's Gento to Schnellinger. That'll be a corner. Came off Armfield. So the pressure really on England now. Once again, another corner to the rest of the world, and it's Copa. Now, Eastham with a chance to move it clear. A lovely ball to Greaves. Now can England break away? There are 4 defenders covering Yashin, and only Greaves and Smith upfield. Charlton coming up on the left now. There's Charlton. And Payne and Milne have gone forward to join in the attack. There's Poplar going across now to try and check Charlton. Now to Milne. Oh, he could do a wall pass to Eastham, but he won't do it. Well, England fading away very much near goal. They just don't have the skill, it appears, to break down this very strong defence. That's Copa. Law was moving up on the right. Pass to him, might have put them clean through. Law leaving it with Copa now. And Stefano offside. There's Eastham back there covering Di Stefano. More. Charlton looking around who can play the ball to. It's very difficult to get away from these close marking defenders. Payne to Milne. That's Breeze. He's got Charlton on his left. Now Smith. That's the wall pass, but it wasn't made accurately enough. It's been played over too great a distance. Now, Schnellinger spotting the danger in quickly. Now to Gento with Kopa. Eusebio on the right wing. Eusebio now. Gento going close to him, and so too is Kopa with the ball now. Maybe back to Law. They want to get out of that impasse on that right wing. Gento, not all that marvelous with his right foot, trying to work the ball to his left. Oh, Di Stefano now across to Kopa. Gento still got to get it to his left foot. Di Stefano stopped and appealing for hands. The referee telling him to play on, never mind appealing. Easton forward to Greaves. Smith moving over to the left, but a lot of blue shirts between them and the goal. But Smith, lucky rebound to Easton. That's a beautiful ball to Payne. And Poploha getting it away. But England with a chance to put it back because it's Terry Payne, the outside right, to Easton. Greaves. Goal kick. The crowd really shouting, wanting England to have a crack at goal more. So Yashin, the goalkeeper, throws the ball to get an accurate clearance to one of his own men. That's Di Stefano. Remember too that this rest of the world team has never played together. Remarkable the understanding they have. That's Eusebio. Stefano taking over. Law's on the right wing. Eusebio. A lovely shot and a very fine save. Eusebio in 1961 played here for his country, Portugal, and although England won 2-0, Eusebio hit the post 4 times with cracking shots. So this isn't really his lucky ground. But Smith to Charlton. So England moving on to the attack. Easton, again, there is no challenging in midfield. You just fall back in front of the goal. Then come in as Law playing a brilliant game. Eusebio to Kopa. Eusebio, like all this rest of the world team, a master footballer, brilliant with ball control. Now Di Stefano to Gento. Back to Schnellinger. This is the fullback wearing number 4. Maybe a shot from him, but not a good one. Anxious to win this game, to prove that they're as good as anybody in the world, although it won't really prove that. Also the fact that they have been unbeaten in their last 5 international matches. Poploha forward to Gento. Stefano with Law on his right. There's Law. Stefano. Kopa moving into the middle. And Di Stefano is still fighting for it, being beaten by Wilson. Wilson playing a sterling game at left back for England, giving nothing away. That's Kopa with the corner for the rest of the world. Oh, that's not a good clearance by Norman. Straight to Mazepus, and now Schnellinger. And it's Payne. That's a fine pass to Greaves. Notice how Greaves has taken up position in the center of the field, completely unmarked. He's got Smith up there with him. And Greaves taking that through, I think, with his hand from here, but Poploha beating him. Now Payne coming up in support. There's Payne. Payne trying to dribble through. He'll be lucky if he gets through this lot. As he's forced to play it back to Greaves. Another movement, petering out. England not making ground quickly enough. Di Stefano leaving it to Kopa. Now Gento moving quickly. He's not got it under control, but more frightened to go in to tackle him because of his speed. It's on Gento's wrong foot anyway. Stefano's got it onto his right foot. When I say right foot, it's the left foot is the right foot for Gento. If he had have done it, would have been in goal. As it is, it's a corner. And it's Gento taking the corner. What's called an in-swinger. Payne to Eastham, and England got a chance now to come away on the attack. 2, 4, 5, rest of the world defenders now being reinforced by Law, just funneling back towards the penalty area. Now it's Charlton. So far not one man beaten. That's a good send, and Smith must score. Oh, what a save by Yashin. This goalkeeper is an incredible character, such quick reflex. So with half an hour gone, no score. Coming in again. It's Payne. Greaves taking that one ball down, that ball down expertly. Now to Milne. Now Payne. It's 2-0 the goalkeeper, I think. Oh, it's been played back by Greaves, and play on, says the referee. Wasn't over the line. And it's Stefano who really hits the ball. Back to muzzle post. Stefano to Gento. Stefano. Oh, not paying off, but what superb ball control, and it's over the line for the throw-in. Gento with the throw for the rest of the world, back to the fullback, Schnellinger. Stefano and Gento on the left wing. He doesn't know what to do with it quite, so he finds Stefano moves forward himself. Can Law be more in the air? Oh. No doubt that time Banks, the England goalkeeper, shouted for more to let it go. More to Smith. That's a neat-headed pass to Greaves. They must move the ball around much more crisply than they are doing. It's Charlton to Milne, and there's Di Stefano being the general of the team, back in defence. Now to Eastham, but still nobody been beaten, remember, in this defence. Still intact. Now can Milne get a quick shot in? And oh, Djalma Santos, what a mistake. And Eastham trying a quick one. Rarely do we see Djalma Santos make an error like that. Gento, haven't seen him yet do one of his fantastic bursts down the wing. Norman, quick to the interception, beating Eusebio, and now with more to Eastham. Now to Greaves. Now Milne moving forward, calling for a ball. Back it goes to Eastham, and again, Yashin. Certainly Yashin is shown as always regarded as the world's #1 goalkeeper. That's Gento. It's a beautiful ball to Law, and he handled it, used his hands, carried it forward with his arms, so free kick to England. Smith back to Payne, and England moving forward again. Now through under Greaves, but that's much too far ahead of Greaves. Yashin, master of anticipation. And Law to Copa. Oh, Di Stefano half asleep, beaten by Payne. Now Greaves a chance to slip by Pluskal. This could be goal #1. But I don't know what you have to do to get that ball past Yashin. Again, notice how he was out on his 6-yard line to reduce Greaves' field of vision of the goal. Eastham to Pluskal. Copa. It's Mill now coming away for England. Charlton. Oh, this could well be a thunderbolt from Charlton, but Poplohab there to stop him getting one in. Now Payne taking over. Lovely bit of body swerving by Payne. Oh, glorious to Charlton. Smith. Ball swerving away from Smith, who anyway was offside. And now the crowd think that England have got the rest of the world on the run. Certainly a superb game of football. Stefano to Gento. And away goes the streak of lightning with the fastest fullback in England, Armfield with him and beating him. Eastham to Moore. Now Mill. This time it's Payne in with Milne again, and England sparring for an opening, trying to entice someone to get out of position. Djalma Santos to Law. Certainly England have put in more shots than the world team has. Gento into Cope. I don't know why Gento keeps going on the right wing. He's weak on his right foot. And the time he's tripped by Moore. I think one or two of the rest world players not keen on this typical British tackling the English players are using. Now Stefano caught offside. That's a good free kick from Moore straight to Payne on this right wing. Now to Milne. Greaves. Can Greaves get another thunderbolt shot in? Out to Charlton. And Puskas to Mazapust. Mazapust rather slow to move to it. Now Milne. And Yashin just plucks those out of the air as if they mean nothing. And Greaves was offside anyway. Now to Eusebio. Well, the intention is to take Eusebio off at half-time and replace him with the great Ferenc Puskas. Law. It's walking football the rest of the world are playing. Mazepus and Law calling for a quick one. I think he's run offside, yes. Mazepus was to blame then. He didn't release the ball quickly enough. Something like 7 minutes to go for half-time. No score. Lots of good football, and England moving on to the attack again. Pluskal to Djalma Santos, breaking up that one. Eusebio, Di Stefano's unmarked. There's Di Stefano. And Djalma Santos has moved up on the right wing. Here he comes. Bow-legged, happy character from Brazil. Oh, Eusebio Copa! Quick reactions from these players. Again, covering his centre half-back is Pluskal. Now to Law. Law, who must have covered more ground than anyone in this game, to Djalma Santos. Djalma Santos to Stefano. Norman trying that sliding tackle with Stefano just moving away from him. Again, a sliding tackle. One or two of the rest of the world players are looking around saying, listen, we didn't come all this way just for that. That's Mill. Mill out to Payne. Get England to it before half-time. Get the goal they need so badly. Out this time. Right, Schnellinger bringing it clear. To Cooper. But followed everywhere by Wilson. Now Milne to Eastham, to Greaves, and Eastham again. It's the quick passing way. Not Smith to Greaves, but just again a little bit too far in front of him. It's Charlton to Eastham. Greaves, but beaten by Pluskal, and the referee, Mr. Davidson of Scotland, gives a corner. Many of these players in the rest of the world team have been picked because of their great service to international football through the years. Charlton with the corner. Perhaps it's not the strongest side, and one great disappointment was the fact that the fabulous Pele from Brazil was not allowed by his club to make the trip. Now it's Stefano to Cooper. Now Mazepust. Law around as usual. Mazepust. Oh, Norman anticipating that. That was a bad one by Mazepust. More to Charlton. Payne is teeing it up for halfback Milne. Now it's Payne again. Law could see that coming all the way. Cooper. Coming through with power, but Eusebio just tackling at that right second. Cooper, now to Di Stefano. Law. Eusebio, Payne going to challenge him. What lovely footwork. We'll go back to Mazepust. Now it's out to Gento. Noticeable that these rest of the world forwards never come back to challenge when they lose the ball. They're not going to run themselves into the ground. Djalma Santos to Law. Perhaps has been the finest player on the field in this game. Mazepust to Eusebio. Back to Pluskal. Now to Mazepust. Stefano riding the tackle. Mazepust now back to Poplar. Accurate passing, designed to, and there, away goes the flyer, the first time we've seen him. Gento, oh, and Law might have hurt Norman, yeah. No, Norman's getting up. Norman, of course, went down, Law put his head up. Norman went down and Law put his feet up. Well, he had to do that, otherwise it would have been a goal. Dangerous play by Law, so free kick to England. The outside right, Payne, almost on half-time now. We've almost played the 45 minutes. And it's Eastham. Greaves right in front of him. Maybe a shot from Eastham. And a lovely save by Yashin. He touched it. And no wonder Jimmy Greaves going to congratulate him. Charlton with the corner. Well, I think Yashin is going to get a fantastic reception when he goes off, because the plan is that he doesn't come out for the second half. What a loss he's going to be. Eastham to Payne. And Mazepust taking no risks. Might be anything but an elegant clearance, but it works. Payne to take the throw for England. Yashin telling Law exactly where he was going to put it. And here he comes, the costliest player in England. Cost Manchester United £125,000, Law. And he was bought from Turin. Oh, Eusebio's limping now. He didn't have the speed that time. A Mill forward to Eastham. It's beginning to look as if it's going to be a goalless first half. the only thing this game has lacked. Goals. It's had superb football from both sides aplenty. It's Milne, England right half. Poplaha up to Copa and now Gento. Now what about flying into the second half? There's Copa going on to the left wing. Mazepus got into the centre forward position. Gento calling for a quick pass, and there he goes. And it's a corner given away by Wilson. Great tracks of the Wembley turf kicked up in that little schmozzle. So Gento with the corner. This could well be the last act of the first half, and it's a bad act. Mazepus. Gento well onside. Throw to England. Here comes Armfield. Up to Easton, the referee looking at his watch. Now to the two linesmen just to check their time. As Greaves goes to look at England, the whistle goes. Yashin doesn't even bother about that. So the end of a fine first half with the crowd rising to the two teams, and I think especially to Lev Yashin, the Russian goalkeeper, and walking off with Greaves. Yashin played splendid, so has Law. In fact, so far a magnificent game of football.